Katty Konnie Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Well, good evening, good Sunday. How is everybody doing this wonderful Sunday? It's been hot, 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 and I bet it's been hot, hot, hot where you're at. Seems like the whole United States has been hot. The only scary thing that is going on right now is it is raining cats and dogs in Kerrville right now. Scary. It's going to focus right on that area again in Kerrville. That scares me a little bit. You know, I mean, they're already wet. And it's just not good for anyone in that area. I feel sorry for them. I mean, wow. Haven't they had enough rain? They could share that rain down here with me. I mean, I would be more than happy to share that rain. I'd like a little bit of it down here. That would be really nice to have a little of that rain. But I guess not, because we are so dry and we haven't had much rain at all. So, you know, I mean, I guess beggars can't be choosers. I'd take a couple drops. But I see other places in the United States that are flooding. Atlanta, Georgia flooded, and parts of Kentucky have flooded. And what about that thing over there in Lexington where the guy just went into he shot that trooper and then went in and was going to shoot at the church, and he said it's all about free Palestine? I mean, have we lost the plot, guys? Are people losing it? Just got to think. Something's going on. Something's definitely going on. And it just breaks my heart that people have that much hate in their heart that they've got to go and shoot people or do crazy things to people. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a scary situation that we're in. And we've got, now I think he ended up getting shot, the guy in Lexington. So there's no trial there, right? We won't have to follow a trial there because there won't be one. But wow. And everyone is talking about the Epstein list. I mean, there's a part of me, like I said in my last show, I'd like to know who participated, but I don't want to see the videos. I don't want to be sick by watching all of that. I just want to know who participated. That's all I want. I mean, just because they flew to the island, I don't know if that really constitutes. I don't think you can hold that up in court that they participated at that point just because they flew there. You know, they might have been curious. But the videos that they have, I'm sure, show some people, right? Just tell us who they are. That's all we want to know. Add a little light on the subject so that the black mold does not grow any more than it already is. It's disgusting. And as long as it stays in the dark, it will continue to grow. That's just the way I look at it, and that's my opinion. So I want to know how everybody's Sunday's going. I mean, the news is crazy. The news around Diddy is getting more insane as the days go by. I don't know. I'm going to be curious to see exactly what the judge does do with him, because they feel like they don't feel like they feel like either he's going to throw the book at him. Hello, Royal Apple. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Apple. Take a bow. Take a bow. Yeah. They feel like the judge is going to throw the book at Diddy. This is what's coming out in the background. It's an apple. It's an apple. Everyone is feeling that the judge is getting ready to throw the book at Diddy. I don't know. In my own personal opinion, I really feel like it's going to be a mistrial, but I'll be curious to see. I mean, that's the judge's job, right? That's the judge's job to decide exactly what they're going to do with him. And I guess, I mean, wow. Wow, I was listening again. I have more fun listening in the chats and how hateful, mean people are right now. I'm just thinking, wow, we're surrounded by some of the most hateful, horrible, mean people I have ever seen. I don't think we've ever had this much hate in our hearts as they have right now. You know, there's no loyalty anymore. If you have it, you're rare. Everybody's out to get everyone. So enough negative. Royal, what are you doing? Apple, what are you doing on this wonderful Sunday? Curiosity. What are you doing? Are you barbecuing? Are you cooking? Are you baking? What are you doing? Hey, Norm. It's good to see you. You're at the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. Hey, Teddy. How are you? It's good to see you. You know, Teddy, I was going to tell you. I wanted to tell you. Do you know what the most dangerous spider in the world's name is? It's in Australia, and it's called Big Boy.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello, Linda. I'm so glad you can join us. I'm going to let you talk for a little while. I have talked so much this week that they are like, I don't want to hear her anymore.
Oh,
What's new with you? What do you think about this wonderful news going all over everywhere, and that Kerrville is getting ready to flood again?
What is?
Kerrville. It's flooding up in Kerrville, where all those people in Texas, it is pouring down right now, cats and dogs, and they're evacuating everybody, and it's getting ready. It's bad, guys. Again, it's
That's
bad.
horrible. That's absolutely horrible.
It is horrible. Do you know, I was talking to a lady about that flooding going on, and she said that's where her retirement house is, and it's in Kerrville, but she said it's way up on top of a ridge, so she didn't get any damage. But she said a friend of hers that comes in that works at Kiewit, his friend who was a police officer, his wife and his child were up there, and they couldn't find them, and they found them in Austin's River.
Wow.
I mean, that's a long way they got rushed down to find them in Austin's River when they were way up there.
That's horrible.
Chipper chip is activating a tractor beam.
I do like Teddy. Teddy's a good guy. But Teddy's got bad spiders everywhere he goes, and he's got the big boy lives over there.
Yeah, they have those big, mean, ugly animals and spiders and bugs.
The most poisonous spiders in the world are there in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the most poisonous one's name is Big Boy. He's in Australia. How about that?
Yeah,
What do you think
I
about?
don't do well with spiders either, Royal Apple.
I don't like spiders. I don't like
Mm-mm.
spiders.
No, 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 no.
I don't like bugs. Period.
Yeah.
Spiders are the worst. So, what is your take on Diddy? What do you think the judge is going to do? I'm curious what the way you feel about it.
I lost all faith in the justice system. I know that. Um, I think the judge is pissed.
I think so too.
I think he'll get harsher than what they want, and they may even give him a little bit more than the prosecution is expecting.
I hope so.
I do too. I do
I
too.
do. You know, I feel like there's so much injustice right now. You know what I mean? I really do.
Yeah.
Everything, and on every level.
Yeah. Exactly. I know. It's ridiculous.
So I'm going to let you talk about it for a minute. You go ahead and you spill your beans, what you feel like,
What about the Diddy thing?
or any other thing that you want to talk about as far as news goes.
I haven't been watching a lot of news, to be honest with you guys. I was not doing well at the beginning of the week, and I've been consumed with taking care of children. And oh, oh, okay. Um, and I actually raced home from the guy I'm seeing's son's graduation party. So yeah, that's why I'm late. But it was a nice time with family. I got to spend time with my mom yesterday, which I'm grateful for because I haven't been able to spend too much time with her either. Um, and as far as Diddy, I think they're just playing games. And, like I said, it's hard to believe they didn't get him on the Rico. And so now it's like, so what is he going to get? A slap on his hands or, a slap on the wrist and be done with it? Or in my opinion, he is a danger to society. He is a dangerous, dangerous man, in my
I
opinion,
agree. I agree. 100%. I agree.
you know, and there's no rhyme or reason. It makes no sense. If R. Kelly can get sentenced 30 years on sex trafficking, I don't understand. But I don't know where R. Kelly's trial was either.
They said the R. Kelly trial took 3 times. They had to take him 3 times to court to finally get him convicted.
I do believe there'll be more charges, and I hoping and praying that they include KK this time too as a co-conspirator because I'd like to see her go down. And like you were saying the other day, she's the Giselle of Epstein, and she should go down too. She really should.
Oh, but the thing is, Epstein doesn't have a client list. He didn't do anything. She trafficked only for him.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just don't understand. I just don't understand why all of a sudden there's not a list and why all of a sudden Mr. T is saying just move on, just move on. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm not understanding that at all.
The only thing I can think of and I can wrap my brain around is that maybe some of the people on that list that were his clients or whatever, or their clients, are friends of T's.
It's a good possibility.
And it's like, okay, well, we're just going to keep this hush hush now. But I mean, that doesn't add light to what's going on, and it'll never heal and it'll never get any better if it doesn't come to the light and everyone knows about it. That's
That
just the way I look at it.
That, or, maybe Trump doesn't want to take down half of Washington, D.C.
This is true too.
There might have been quite a few Republicans on there.
There could have been. There could have been. I was laughing with my daughter, and I said I think that Stephen, you know what? Maybe that is the truth. Maybe that's the truth too, Norm. Maybe that is the truth. I was
Maybe.
talking with my daughter, and I said, "Come on, you know good and well that Stephen Hawkins was on the island and he didn't do anything." And she said, "Oh, but he could have." And then she started telling me, and I don't want to
Right,
know.
exactly. I know. Wasn't he married?
Stephen Hawkins was the one that had MS so bad that he
Right,
had to talk with a voice box.
right.
I don't know
But
if he was
wasn't he
married or not. I don't know. I don't know. I'll Google that while you continue to talk. I'll find out.
married? She's putting me on the spot now, guys. Like I said, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of much trying to get myself healthy again. I have good weeks and bad weeks, so it is what it is, and trying to do all I can to get healthy. Um, I did hear that there were floods in like 13 other states since last weekend. So,
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia, and he was
Boston.
married twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was married twice. He was born in 1942, and the cause of death was Lou Gehrig's disease. He was married to Jane from 1965 to 1995.
Wow.
Um, and it doesn't say really much of. Oh, and his next spouse was from 1995 to 2007, and her name was Elaine Mason.
Huh.
So he was married till 2007. I don't
Huh.
know. I don't know. Yeah. Was he married? Yeah. You know what, Norm? I heard that too. See, that's what I thought too. Teddy, that's what I thought. I thought he went there to talk about string theory and was kind of like a front for everyone, so it made it look good. Like the island looked good.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. And yep, I
I
heard.
mean, not everybody could have been there for bad reasons. He had a lot of upper class people. He knew a lot of upper class people.
Well, Dersowitz swears, and he's had to fight it forever, that he never did anything while he was with Epstein on that island. And he's been married forever, and the only person he's ever had any kind of intercourse with is his wife. He swears by that. So, was he on the tape? We'll never know, because they're not telling anybody who was on the tapes.
Right. Right. I mean, do we really have a right to know?
Who's on
Hmm,
the tapes?
who's on the list?
Well, I kind of think we have a right to know who's on the list. The thing that kind of bothers me the most now is because the list hasn't come out, Dan Bongino is threatening to leave the administration and resign, and so is Kash Patel if something isn't done
About,
about Pam Bondi coming out and saying there's no list
oh,
and to move on. So, I don't know.
right.
I don't know. It will we ever know? Probably not. There's a lot of things in life we probably will never know. They'll cover it
Right.
up and that'll be the end of it.
Right. And this goes back to our government covering shit up since time started in this country.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, They've covered so much stuff up. Their lies can't even lie anymore because they're so deep into the lies,
You're right.
you know.
Right.
Now, like with the Kennedy thing, I think we have a right to know.
Will
I
we?
think we have a
Probably.
right to know. Will we ever? Probably not. But I think we have a right to know
Hmm.
if our CIA or FBI killed our president. And
Right.
if the vice president had anything to do with it. I think we have a right to know that.
And if an innocent man went to jail for a murder that he didn't commit.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you're right.
You know,
Will we
that
ever?
I do. That I do believe, you
Mhm.
know.
We'll probably never know. We'll
Mm-mm.
probably never know.
No, probably not.
Well, no, I'm not going to say that. I think we'll know. I think we'll know after we pass on because then we're supposed to know everything, right?
That's what they say.
So, I mean, that's that's a
Right.
little late at that point. What are we going to do about it?
Right.
But yeah, you know, do we have
Mm-hmm.
a right to know? Do we have a right to know? I think so. I think we have a right to know all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. There is, the government has pulled the wool over our eyes for hundreds of years.
Hmm.
Really, for hundreds of years.
Hmm. Yeah.
And we probably have one of the most corrupt governments there is. I
There's
can't believe that.
lot of cover up. A
Yep.
lot of cover up.
Everything is covered up. Everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I we're going to be transparent. Where's the transparency?
I-
You
That's
know?
a good question. That's a very
Right.
good question.
Right.
They don't
Exactly.
want us to know. They don't want us to know.
And I still am not understanding why they're not looking into Biden and Harris and Clinton's. I don't understand that. You've got all the information. Why? Why? And the Obamas. Why? Because they're ex-presidents and they can't go to jail?
Because they're sprayed with Teflon, nothing sticks to them.
Right.
Maybe that's the reason we can't bring out the lists.
I don't know.
Maybe some of
But
them are on there.
I guess if you're rich and powerful, you can get away with just about anything if
Yep.
you know the right people.
Right. Right.
There
Right.
you go, Norm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
We've been duped our whole lives. We've been lied to our whole lives.
And what would we do if we ever heard the truth? Would there be chaos on the streets?
I don't think for people for our age, but people younger, people in their teens, 20s, maybe even some 30s, they don't even know they don't even know history.
It's all been
Some of
changed.
them can't even read. And they're in high school and out of high school and in college.
Right? That's
I
where
mean, it's sad.
we're going to go back to the Wild Wild West where when you sign your name, you just put an X,
Right.
because
Right.
we don't know how to write cursive anymore. You don't teach them that. They don't need to know how to do that, right? Just
My daughter-in-law doesn't know how to read cursive. My younger son's wife, she doesn't know how to read cursive.
well, they quit teaching it.
She was born in 2002.
Isn't that crazy? Well, they didn't teach it when my kids were in school, and mine graduated in 2009.
My older son was the last class to learn phonics.
See? Isn't that crazy? All that kind of stuff that we have just thrown by the wayside because why?
Computer can do it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're letting people become dummies, literally dummies.
Dummy them down. Dummy them down.
And
They're
what's going to happen when
controlled.
nobody can read? What's going to happen when nobody can read and nobody knows the laws or anything else?
They'll be
I'm-
easily controlled.
Honest to God, I'm glad I'm 3/4 of the way out of here
Right?
because I hate to see what's going to happen. like with my younger grandkids when they get older. Because you're talking now, like 2060, 2070.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They'll have robots at that time. They won't have to do anything. They'll just have to tell the robot to do it for them.
probably,
Be like the
probably everything.
Jetsons.
Yep, everything will be automated. I was just going to say that everything will be automated like the Jetsons. Yep, because people won't know how to do it.
What was George Jetson's job anyway? Do you remember? I know he was
He worked at the Sprig
the
socket.
sprocket place, but what did he
Yeah,
really do?
he made sprockets.
Did he? Or did everyone else do it and he just pushed a button and that did it?
Well, yeah, the machines did it. He just pushed the button.
There you go. There you go.
And Jane had to go away on a vacation because her fingers were all twisted up from pushing buttons all day.
Wow. There you go.
I remember that episode.
There you go.
Yep. I know.
We
Crazy.
were watching Emergency today. Do you remember that show?
Mm-hmm. How corny, huh?
When you get older and you look at it, you go, I really liked that show. Hey, Whoopi.
Hey, Wolfie.
Yeah.
We used to like it too. Emergency. Yep. And then there was ER with George Clooney. The show ER.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? There you go, Whoopi. You got your wrench.
Did you hear that Tim Allen,
Okay.
the guy that used to play his sidekick on Tool Time,
Uh-huh.
and Roseanne Barr and Mel Gibson are coming back with an unpolitically correct comedy show?
Really?
I think it's going to be on CBS, they said.
Wow. That's going to be a good one to watch.
It's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting.
Remember when Roseanne Barr went out there and sang the national anthem?
Oh, God, yeah.
For the baseball, and she gave herself a tug, and she was politically not correct at that point, and everybody gave her so much trouble about it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They do worse than that now.
Well, they burn our flag now.
All right.
I'm really surprised that they still sing the national anthem at the sports games, since they're all so politically correct involved, and they had to change the names of a few teams.
Oh yeah, because you can't have those names.
The Chiefs and
Yeah.
the Indians.
Yeah, yep, I remember that. And and the Native Americans weren't even mad about it. That was the funny part. They didn't even care. I mean, it wasn't a big thing to them.
And the stupidest thing they did was take Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima away.
They're bringing her back. Aunt Jemima's coming back out on the church.
I'm glad about that.
Got mad about it.
Yeah, I mean, there was no reason for that. They were not any way, shape, or form derogatory.
Mm-mm.
I mean, and if anything, they should have been happy that they were on those bottles for so many years. That was a breakthrough for them.
You know what? They talked to Aunt Jemima's family, and they were so proud of her, and that's her pancakes and everything. They were so proud of her, and instead of being proud, they turned it into. I mean, I cannot believe the division that's in the United States right now. It's division on everything, on everything. You name it, there's a division on it. Mm-hmm. Why? When I was growing up, we didn't have that problem.
Uh-uh.
We didn't have that problem.
No.
We didn't have that division.
Mm-mm.
And we sure didn't have the hate that we've got now.
Right. I mean, I went to a Catholic school for 8 years, and then I went to public school for high school. You want to talk about a huge change, but everybody just accepted it, and it's like, oh, cool. You went to such and such middle school, and you went to, you know,
Yeah.
Catholic school, and it didn't matter. It
Mm-mm.
didn't
No.
matter.
No. No. Speaking of the updates, have you heard the updates on the Carmelo Anthony case? What they're doing now? He's got all of those people like what's his name? Dominic Alexander and all those guys protecting him, right? Okay. Do you know that side of the case, the Carmelo Anthony fans have all called on the Metcalf family, and they keep, what do they call it, swatting them?
Oh,
And
that's
they've
horrible.
swatted them like 8 times.
To see something like that, something has to be done about that. Why can they keep getting away with that?
Well, because you know what they said, I read in a chat room because everybody was talking about it, and they said, you would think that they would just quit going over there, because why keep going? Because the 8th time might be right. That's the way
They have to.
they have to. They
to
don't
go.
have a choice. They keep going. They have to go. So now, the Metcalf family has filed a lawsuit.
I would have too.
After 8 times, and you're sitting there just eating dinner, and all of a sudden the SWAT team is banging on your door and having to come in and disrupt your house looking for God knows what.
Right.
I mean, it's sick. Why? The Metcalf family has been totally quiet this whole time, and they have done nothing but cause problems.
It's
on the other
horrible
side.
that they're getting bullied and that family's the victims.
I know, right?
Horrible.
Right?
When is this okay in America?
Right?
When?
And
When
it's
does
not
this get
okay.
to be okay? And
It's
when
not.
does a murderer get a GoFundMe to make $1 million? What is wrong with people?
Well, they're trying to sell their house real quick. That one that they just bought, they're trying to sell it real fast so that they can hide the money, is what they're saying.
Mm.
Because, see, they used the money as a down payment on this $30 million home or whatever it was, this crazy amount. And then now they're trying to sell it real fast so that they can hide the money.
I do
It's out there.
have some news that you guys probably could look up. It's local news. The manager of our McDonald's, which is right around the corner from me,
Mhm.
got stabbed to death by an employee.
Why?
4 days ago.
I think I heard something about why.
Because the girl was off to begin with.
Okay.
If you see her Instagram and stuff, she wasn't altogether there. And
Okay.
she was posting videos days before, and she said the manager was bullying her. And it's like, telling you to do your job is not bullying you, sweetheart. It's telling you to do your job. Put your phone away and do your job.
Right, that's what we hired you to do.
So she got sent home 2 days in a row for what she called her manager bullying her and taking her money away from her. So
Because you weren't doing anything.
She went home, and that's messing with her money. And she went home, got her knife, and came back and stabbed the manager to death. Luckily, there was a guy in the drive-thru that was watching this all happen, and he has a CPL here in Michigan. You have to have a license to carry.
Mm-hmm.
And he shot a round off in the sky to get her to back away, and he subdued her until the police got there. But
Wow.
he stabbed this woman. The woman was 39, and the one that did the stabbing was 26. And she also said that now I heard two versions, so I don't know. Either it was a neighbor or it was the neighbor that let her, because she got kicked out of the house and he let her stay there. I'm not sure on that aspect, but I guess he kept bugging her for favors.
Okay. Okay.
And now come to find out this guy's been missing for 2 weeks.
Wow. See what our world has come to?
I mean, you guys, it is literally right around the corner from me. Literally.
Unbelievable.
Yep. And they closed the McDonald's for several days, and they just opened today again.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
But I mean, me being a restaurant manager for 35 years, I can definitely say it probably was somebody that was on their phone and wasn't doing their job, and that's probably why she was getting sent home. You send home your problems, okay? That's the way it is in the restaurant business.
Right.
You send home your problems.
Wow.
Because writing them up won't do anything.
No.
They don't care.
No.
They
No.
don't care.
No.
And according to her, she's messing with, so there was a neighborhood link for these stories. And, she was talking about how going home early 2 days is messing with her money. And I put up there, well, didn't she just mess with everybody in the building's money? Because now the store's closed and nobody can work.
Wow. What is wrong with people?
26 years old, first degree murder. Her bond is, are you ready for this? $25 million.
Okay, isn't that funny how hers is $25 million and Carmelo Anthony got a bond at $250,000?
That's why I paused. $25 million is her bond.
Well, she's not getting out anytime soon.
No, because you know how you hear stories, everything comes out of the woodwork and you got to try to decipher what's true and what's not true.
Right.
And supposedly she has no family. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe her family just washed their hands of her because she's not together upstairs. You can tell that. She's really not together upstairs. She was playing in one of her videos, she was playing with the knife and then she kissed it. And yeah, that's not somebody that's upstairs.
Wow.
And she had gotten fired from Taco Bell, which is right next door. She got fired from Taco Bell.
And when she got tired, why did she get fired from there? For violence? Who knows?
Not listening, not doing her job, not, I mean, and I'm going to tell you, to be honest, both her and the manager have waited on me at the drive-thru.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have firsthand experience about her.
The manager was 39 years old with 6 kids. And she's been a manager for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Or she's been with McDonald's 20 years, a manager for about 15.
You know what, Norm? That is the you know what? You couldn't have said a more true statement in the world right there. Nobody gets fired from Taco Bell.
You know what? To be honest with you guys, I am so happy I am out of the hospitality industry. I couldn't deal with these kids nowadays. I couldn't do it. There's no way.
They don't want to work.
Mm-mm.
They're there for the paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're there for.
And they treat their guests like crap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like you're there for a service, and there is no such thing as customer service anymore. Not at all.
I saw at McDonald's that they're starting you off at $13.25 an hour.
It's more here.
Wow.
It's $15 or $17 here. They start off at.
What is your minimum wage there?
I don't remember.
Ours is only like $7 or $8.
I think it's 12.
Yeah, ours is still real extremely low. So
Ours was, and they just raised it. Right, exactly.
you know what? You're right. Why? And explain that one to me, Norm. How does that work? We never had that when we were growing up. We drove up to the window, it was ready for us, and they said, "Have a nice day," and off you went. Why do I have to go pull into slot one? And then they have, if you notice, there's like 3 or 4 slots there. You know, and I know for a fact that McDonald's already has their patties made ahead of time.
Except for the quarter pounders.
Well, I mean,
but they don't take long to cook.
right? So, I mean, why should you have to pull forward and sit and wait for? I waited one time. I'm telling you what, I went to the Dairy Queen here in town, and believe me, I'm a one-horse town, so there you go. And I pulled forward, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited. We waited for about 30 minutes, and then they brought me the wrong order.
Do not order from DoorDash around here, at least. They
Oh,
will get your order wrong every time. They will forget your drink. They will give you the wrong drink. They will give you, like, when the syrup is running out, they'll give you
hey,
all.
KMM.
Hi, KMM. They'll give you all soda water. But it'll look like Pepsi will look like ice. It'll look like watered down iced tea.
Wow.
Yeah, you already know once you look at it that it's not going to be right. Yeah, I quit doing DoorDash because I got sick and tired of complaining, not getting this, not getting that, not getting this.
Well, did you see the thing in California? I'm sorry, it makes me laugh every time I bring it up. In California, went in, they were picking up some of the illegals, right, on this farm, and it was
Uh-huh.
called the Crystal Farm,
Uh-huh.
right? And the congressman got up there and he said, Trump said that they would not be bring arresting any of the people that are working on farms. Okay. And he said they're taking the food off of our tables by not letting these people work. It was a pot farm. It was the biggest marijuana farm you've ever seen. And I thought, how does that take food off our table, buddy? Are they throwing a bunch of marijuana in the middle of the table and saying, "Here, everybody, let's eat"?
Mhm. Well, I just had a conversation with my younger son this week, and it's like you and your wife need to come up with some sort of discipline for your daughter, or I'm going to discipline her the way I disciplined you guys because she's not listening.
Mhm.
And no, I'm not putting up with that. She got upstairs on me twice this week. And the first time I told her no, and she slid up, and she's as quiet as can be. She can be stealth mode. I didn't even hear her. I was sitting right at the steps and I did not hear her go up them. And then she did it again. And it's like, you know what? You better do something because I'm old school. I spank butts.
Well, you know what the Bible says about that: spare the rod and spoil the child.
Yeah, but she will do something and she will look right at you knowing she's not supposed to do it and laugh. And that just
You know,
that
you know
is
what?
so much like her father. I can't even tell you. And then it's like, give it to me. It'd be something breakable. And it's like, be nice. be nice, give it to mom, and he would throw it every time. And she's getting to be
And then
just,
you've got the little one.
yeah. Hmm. And he just can't keep, I mean, he's like that movie Happy Feet. He can't keep his feet still. He can't keep his feet. And they're going and going and going and going. And it's like, dude, with all that energy, you should be crawling by now.
Well, wait till he does.
Yeah.
And then she'll teach him how to get up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
I bet you have, KMM.
Well,
but then
she's
not
going.
the grandma. I mean, you're not like the full-time babysitter, are you, KMM?
She's going into her twos. She's going into 2. So
Terrible twos.
mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's cute as a button when she does it, and you have to look away to laugh,
Right?
But I told my son, I'm like, no, I said, she is going to be a handful if you don't come up with something.
Well, and timeout, I never thought timeout in this day and age really works, because if I was a kid growing up now and they put me in timeout, I would be so happy to be in there because they've got everything in there. They've got their TV and their computer and everything's in there. They really don't need to be out of their room.
My older grandson, they tried the timeout method, and when he did something wrong, he'd sit right down. What is that? He knew he did wrong, so he put himself in timeout. That's not really teaching them much.
That they put their own self in timeout. I'm going to timeout because I need to get away from you.
Yeah, no. When he was little, like 2, 3, 4 years old, if he did something wrong, he would just sit down and face whatever, the wall, the refrigerator, the door, because he was in timeout because he did something bad. I mean, we had all we could do not to bust up laughing, but
Wow.
mm-hmm, yeah.
That's hilarious. That is funny. Look, KM said my grandson will tell the dog, no, 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 no. Isn't that funny that that's the first word they learn? No, 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 no. They learn that real fast. No.
Yep.
But they're not really quite sure when you tell it to them. I said no. And they, do you know, I had an aunt that told me one time that her son, she kept telling him, don't touch the stove. It's hot. Mm-hmm. Stop it. No, you're going to get burnt. No, you're going to get burnt. And then one day she said, go ahead, touch it. Well, he got burnt. But he never touched it again.
Well, what she does is, if you tell her no, she'll put her hands up and she'll start laughing. And she's laughing in her hands. And it's like, it's not funny. Nona said no.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow, that's too funny. That's too
something
funny.
Else.
You heard about the Soto trial that we're going to be covering on the 22nd, starting on the 25th?
I've heard about it.
It is horrific. We are surrounded. Wow, see, you know what? They're saying we're going to get rain from my phone's beeping alert to God's ears, because we haven't gotten a drop in I don't know how long. But I do know that Kerrville is just getting nailed. They're already doing evacuations and everything. Can you imagine?
Can you
imagine? And someone made the comment, well, maybe they'll be able to find missing people if they get a flood. Another one. What? It may push them down further downstream to God only knows. And these these rivers go right into the Gulf eventually.
Right.
It's awful.
Terrible.
It's
That's
awful.
terrible.
I could not believe that when I heard that on the news that it is now flooding again in Kerrville. I thought, when did you cloud seed last? Did you do it again? Did you do it again? After all of this, did you do it again? Are we that stupid?
Yep.
We're that stupid.
And they must be doing it if Marjorie Taylor Greene, if she wants to put a bill out there to stop cloud seeding.
Yeah. She said we
could
could.
Real. They gotta be doing it.
Yeah. See, they got the tin hat that says they haven't been able to manipulate the weather. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's all a conspiracy theory. They can't manipulate the weather. And what, she's got a law now that she's putting into Congress, no more weather manipulations.
I don't even understand why they would have started doing that. Life was great before all these horrific hurricanes and thunderstorms, and life was good. Yeah, we'd get a thunderstorm and we'd get a bad one from time to time.
Right.
Maybe one every summer.
Right. But
never had this many hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding. None of it.
No. And just FYI for everybody, there is there's a storm brewing in the Gulf. It's right now, and when it gets brewed up, its name is going to be Dexter.
Oh.
Dexter. I can see something like Dexter coming to my house. Yeah. Wasn't there a movie that guy's name was Dexter?
I know there's a movie Dexter, but I don't know if
a series where he was like a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, there you go.
So they've been doing it for 50 years.
They've been doing it forever. And now for it to be raining cats and dogs and buckets of water right now in the exact same place in Kerrville when we've been so dry and we can't get a drop down here, and I'm 3 hours away from it. 3 hours and I can't get a drop, but they can get feet.
That's horrible.
How does that work if you're not cloud seeding?
That's horrible.
And guys, there's really not much in that area other than it's more touristy, know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really. I don't know why you'd want to flood everybody out of there. I'm sure what they're aiming for is what we have they call it the watershed, and it's a lake that feeds all of us, right? That's the water that we get from, and they were like, it's down, it's so down, oh my gosh. One of the cities may not even get water again. They may have to start bull. Just, you know what? I don't believe that.
Right.
We've never had that problem before. Now we have all of this extra rain and all this water. And do you think that they're not cloud seeding? Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, is that the one, Donna, that they call the Rainmaker? Because I saw an interview on that too. And he says, no, it doesn't last that long. Well, how do you know how long it lasts? For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
Did you make a cloud?
Mm-hmm. And how come America's the only one getting all this horrific weather?
Right. Because we're the only one doing cloud seeding. Did they cloud seed? Okay, so they cloud seeded, we all know for sure, July 2nd, up and around Kerrville. But did they cloud seed over there in Atlanta, Georgia? Because they just flooded. And that hurricane, what was it? Chantel's the one that flooded over there in North Carolina again. Oh, you see, look, he has offices in Austin. Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
Well, Austin is flooding right now. Yeah, there's parts of Austin that are flooding.
Horrible.
So, you know,
Oh,
you got the Guadalupe and it's got these fingers and it goes off like this into the smaller lakes
mm-hmm.
and they're all full. They said that one of the rivers went up 17 feet in an hour and 48 minutes.
See, we heard here that one of the areas it rose 26 feet in 45 minutes.
See? See?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So, what did China's the one that it? Yeah, 17 feet in an hour and 45 minutes. Is China the one that came up with this cloud seeding thing? I wonder.
I think so.
They're the ones that invented it.
I think so.
Go over there and tell you what, if you see a kind of grayish dark cloud, seed it because you know what? It'll add a little more rain.
Well, I could understand them doing it like in the deserts and stuff, places
Right.
that need it, but
Right.
not places like that they're going to get, 9,000 feet of water in
One time in 45 minutes. I know.
Right.
Right?
I mean, look at how dry you are. And that's probably why it flooded so quick, is because the ground is so dry.
Exactly. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've got a feeling in my bones that we're going to get a tropical storm or something in my area this year. It just started in June. Hurricane season's from June to November. Let's see what happens. And our active time is August and September. So let's see. Let's see. Old Dexter. We got Dexter getting ready to do his thing. Maybe he'll go to Florida.
Right. Maybe. All right, guys. It's that time.
It's that time, guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow night.
Hit the like on the way out.
Hit your like on the way out. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. 2 weeks ago, we got 4 inches in 12 hours, and I thought that was seeding. You know what? It probably was. Look at how cute Norm is. No, don't go. We'll see you guys
tomorrow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Y'all have a good rest of your night. And, or they say sleep well and don't let the bed bugs bite.
Right.
Y'all. Take care.
Good night, everybody.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff